We have some chit chat, a health update on Dave's diabetes, and just a little piece on grief. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. I've got my guy Dave here with me today.
Hello.
And we thought we would just do a little chit chat and, give you a few updates, I guess you would call them. So first of all, my name is Sheila. This is my husband Dave, if you're new here and you don't know that.
Hi, everyone.
And I thank you so much for being here today. Well, let's talk about Dave's diabetes and how he's doing with it. Now, he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in January. So, how do you think you're doing, Dave?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Give me some reasons.
Well, my A1C started at 11.5. It's down to 5.4 now.
Uh-huh.
I take metformin 3 times a day, which has helped.
Yeah.
Changed my diet and started exercising, going to the gym. And those things have made a tremendous difference.
Yes, I know they have.
Yes.
And because he had to change his eating, that was a little more difficult. Now, you can cheat once in a while and have a piece of pizza, right?
Yeah.
Or a hamburger and fries. But it's really hard to give up those sweets, the snacks and treats we all like.
And carbs.
Yes, and Dave loves his ice cream and things like that. So he has found a few things that are like a workaround so that he can still get the satisfaction of having those things he likes and enjoys, but don't have the sugars and the carbs. So let's first talk about this bread.
Okay.
Now, you're a big bread eater.
Love bread. Always have.
And I could care less about bread, although this bread I love. We heard about this bread on Patty's channel. Patty from Rockstar Mom. She just did a video a week or two ago on this bread. And so I showed it to Dave, and of course, he had to go out and look for it. It's called Hero bread, and it comes in white bread or seeded bread. You can also get hamburger buns and hot dog buns and I think croissants, although we looked at Publix, that's who carries it,
yes.
And all they had was the bread.
Right.
But you could get the hot dog or hamburger buns on the website of this bread company, and I think maybe on Amazon.
Yes.
Now, what do you like about this bread?
Because it tastes like real bread. It toasts like real bread. It's soft, and it just tastes like real bread.
Yeah. I tried a piece, and like I said, I'm not really into bread, but I had tried the bread he was using, which was a keto bread.
Right.
It was awful. Completely tasteless.
Yes.
You put it in the toaster and it never changed colors. It didn't toast. It didn't turn brown or...
Nope.
I don't know how people can eat that. This stuff, oh my gosh. It's so fresh. It's like they just made it the minute before you put it in your mouth.
True.
And it's soft and it has taste to it. And for somebody that's a picky eater like me to say, I love it, it's got to be good.
Yes, we do
now,
know.
It is $5 and change, maybe $5.49. So, it's not the cheapest bread.
No.
But the pieces are bigger. Now, mine's a little bit smashed here, but I'll show you a piece of it. See, mine got smashed down. So it's wider than most breads. And let me give you some facts on it. It is 60 calories for one slice, and it's a good size slice. And it has 13 grams of carbs and 12 grams of fiber. So that pretty much negates the carbs because of all the fiber.
Yeah, that's why it says 1 carb.
Yeah, 1 carb for 1 slice, and it has 0 sugar and includes 0 added sugars. So for those of you who may have trouble with your blood sugars, or your glucose spiking and things like that, you may want to try it. It is, I think it's absolutely delicious, and I'm so thankful that Patty showed it on her channel, because Dave loves bread, and he was forcing himself to eat the keto bread, but he didn't truly enjoy it. This he loves.
Yes.
So anyhow, as far as we know, we can only get it here in Publix. Wherever you live, check your grocery stores or Amazon.
Just go to their website, put in your zip code. It'll tell you where it's located.
Okay. All right. So that's one thing that he can finally enjoy. Another thing is this candy. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, 0 sugar.
Who would have thought?
Didn't they kind of just come out with this, as far as you know?
As far as I know, not long ago.
It's they also have the little Hershey nugget bars.
Yep.
And peppermint patties,
which are wonderful.
I love peppermint patties, but I actually love these ones better, the peppermint patties.
0 sugar.
Because the cream on the inside is creamier and the chocolate is thicker and darker.
Right.
I love it. But let me give you some information on these. It's 110 calories for 3 pieces. So that's enough to satisfy you, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then it has 16 carbs and 3 fibers, 0 sugar, but it does have sugar alcohol.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, how you get the flavor. But with it having 3 grams of fiber and 16 carbs, if you divide 3 into 16, it's just a smidge over 5. And from what I understand, if you stick with 5 when you do that division, then you're okay. So anyhow, that's something else that he's been loving and he can eat.
Well, everything in moderation, that's it.
Yes.
That's the answer. Just everything in moderation.
And the same with, ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been getting some ice cream that's, what's it called?
Carb Smart from Breyers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think that's new, but I don't know, because
sure.
he's never looked for it before. But it's low enough in carbs. Does it have any sugar?
It does, but it's very minimal.
Small.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, so again, that's doable.
You don't make don't give yourself a huge bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just enough to still be able to enjoy ice cream.
Yeah.
So he's learned to cook a lot of different things. Of course, he does all the cooking. And he always ate pretty healthy, as far as he loves meat, fish, vegetables.
Sure, I love vegetables,
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that wasn't an adjustment.
No, it's just the carbs.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, breads, rice, those kind of things.
And you found workarounds. You have cauliflower mashed potatoes and different things.
Right.
That you can do. So anyhow, we're very happy that he is doing so well, and his A1C dropped, in half,
yeah.
which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to something else. I wrote down a couple things. Oh, okay. Grief. For those of you who don't know, but my regulars all know, I lost my ma and my sister this year, and Dave and I have been together over 41 years, so he knew my family well and was close to my family. Him and my ma were like this. They were best buddies. So he took her death very hard, just like I did.
Sure.
And he took my sister's death hard, because she died, here in her home, and we were there, and it was really difficult, and we're both grieving, maybe in different ways. How would
Sure.
you explain, Dave?
Well, everybody grieves differently.
Yeah.
I mean, they do. And like I told Sheila recently, mine was more a depression, I think. Just feeling depressed and, not feeling like I don't know, like anything interested me or wanting to do things or, just kind of moping around and being quiet and
Yeah.
kind of reserved. Yeah.
And that could be, just because maybe it hit you in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
It hit me because I lost someone I've known my entire life.
Sure.
And for you, because she had cancer and you have cancer,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you thought of it in that way or not, but it might have had an effect on you because of that.
Oh, absolutely. I believe so.
And
Very much.
I have said on my channel that I feel, I guess you would call it somewhat depressed. Not to the point where I feel like I need a medication. I think it's more of just such a deep sadness. And I already had the sadness from losing my ma, and then it was compounded with then my sister. So anyhow, we're working through it. Just take it a day at a time.
Absolutely.
It's just something, and it's a process that we all have to go through when we lose people we dearly love.
And everybody's different in how they grieve.
Yes. And the last thing we'll talk about is, well, I guess lifting our spirits, kind
Right.
of piggyback off of that depression.
Yep.
And we're doing that through a DIY project. And you regulars know we love to do projects. And recently I did a video on my new love, which is landscaping or hardscaping and gardening. Now, trust me, I haven't done any gardening yet. I still have my artificial flowers outside. But they
look beautiful.
Yeah, they're pretty, but they're fake.
Yeah.
But I am going to get into gardening as much as I can. Right now we're working on the walkways, and it's just been so much fun. It has taken a lot of time,
Yep.
a lot of hard work and long days, but we actually love that.
Oh, we sure do.
And when it was brought to me and it inspired me and became a new love for me, then Dave got involved also. And we have a tendency of doing that. I mean, we each have our own things that we like or don't like. But when it comes to projects, we love that. So it doesn't matter what the project is. If he wants to build a shed, which what woman cares about a shed? But it's the project. It's the teamwork. It's working together and spending that time together and watching things progress.
You've always been there.
Yeah. And now Dave is really interested in this landscaping or hardscaping, and he comes up with new ideas every day, and I do too, and we share those ideas. We're just having such a good time. So we hope to get that video up soon. I can't promise exactly when. I'm hoping within a week or two, but we have a lot of clips, and we'll put together and show you the final results.
Yes.
So that's pretty much the updates that we have. We just wanted to come on and share with you all and just spend some time with you. Dave enjoys doing videos with me.
Yes, I do.
But he doesn't get to do them often enough. I need you to do more.
Okay.
Okay? So, anyhow, now we want to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today is going to be given by Dave because he's my partner today in this video, and I love to give someone else an opportunity to share something because I love to learn from other people. So, what do you want to share with us today?
Well, today I wanted to share the prayer of Jabez.
Ah.
And the prayer of Jabez is in 1 Chronicles 4, 9 through 10. And it says, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, I gave birth to him in pain. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hands be with me and keep me from harm, so I'll be free from pain. And God granted him his request. And it's just a beautiful, short, little passage, and a part of the scriptures that most people may overlook because it's in the Old Testament talking about the lineage of the tribe of Judah. Mm-hmm. And I think for many, many years people just didn't even realize it was there and putting importance in it. But it's a very beautiful, simple prayer. And it's a prayer of just Jabez crying out to God and asking God to bless him. And God answers prayer.
Yes.
And in Jabez's instance, he did answer prayer. He truly did. But I think it was because his prayer was heartfelt, it was real, and it was between him and God. He wasn't asking for anything in specifics necessarily, but just that God bless him. And he did.
And sometimes we don't think to pray such a simple prayer.
Right, right.
You know, we don't have to always pray about a specific thing or have a request or something like that. Just to ask for God's blessing and for him to expand our territory, no matter what that might be.
Right.
You may love helping and serving others or volunteering at, hospice or hospitals or shelters or whatever. And you can pray for God to expand your territory in that area because that's fulfilling to you. That's just one example.
Sure.
And I think it's just a very simple but very pure type of prayer.
100%.
And I'd like to know your opinion of it or get your feedback on it. Are you aware of the prayer of Jabez? What's your insight on that? We always help each other to see things that maybe we don't see, but someone else does just by sharing.
And I think something too, real quick, I would add to this is that when we pray, remember also that God hears all of our prayers.
Yes.
Share with God that you love him, you adore him, you thank him.
Yes.
You thank him for your life. You thank him for your blessings. Because I believe that God truly, if we are his children, he wants to hear that. No different than a father, me, wants to hear that from my children and grandchildren, that
Yes.
I'm important, that they love me, that I matter, that I've changed their lives. God's no different. God just wants to hear from us each day. And I think we need to look at that more, that we just reach out and say, thank you.
Two very powerful words.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Dave.
You're welcome, my lovely bride.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Well, we thank you all so much for being here.
Yes.
And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful, blessed day.